of this old lady. It was immaculate, and everything was completely done. She found it a month ago and tried to get rid of them all by pouring bleach down the kitchen sink 3 times a day for a month. We open the drain in the garden and we see maybe 2 to 3 dozen cockroaches that have been bleached to the color of bone, all perfectly healthy apart from color. Everyone knows you can't kill roaches with... Story 16. I work for the railroad. One night we were stopped in a siding waiting for an Amtrak to pass. With the train about 500 feet from us doing 80 miles per hour, some guy decided to check out and step in front of the train. He disappeared in a pink cloud of smoke. What was left looked like someone spilled a red slushie. I also clipped a drunk driver who had gotten his car stuck on the rails and decided to run off before we hit him. Hit him doing maybe 30, he bounced off the ground but got up and ran. Saw a drunk guy being loaded in an ambulance after deciding to run from the railroad police. He didn't make it far and tripped and fell under a train while crossing through it. The train ran over him and he lost both legs and one arm. Lucky to be alive, he was in his early 20s. And lastly, found a dead homeless guy in a rail car completely frozen in place. Poor guy picked a bad freight car to ride. Story 17. Worked at a summer camp years ago. We used to wait outside of the locker room while the groups got changed for pool time, etc. One day, all the kids had come back out to swim and are laughing their butts off. Not that unusual, so not thinking much of it, we do a quick head count to make sure we are ready to go and realize we are 1 kid short. Wait another minute, and he's still not coming back out, so I went in to check. A wave of crap-smelling low tide at a sewage plant nails me as soon as I hit the door. Not knowing what to expect, now this smell in the air, I walked to the back of the locker room to find the strangler arm deep in his own crap, drawing what looked like the Mothman prophecies of poop on the wall. Turned around and walked out. Moved from the counselors to dishwashing that day and never looked back. Story 18. I used to work at a movie theater, and this one incident sticks out like a horrible, crappy thumb. It was a relatively slow day, so my coworkers and I were lounging about in the lobby when an older gentleman dressed all in white shorts, shirt, socks, sneakers, this is an important detail, hurries into the bathroom. We all think nothing of it because we've seen people rush in before, probably so they don't miss their movie. A little bit of time progresses, and we forget all about him. Until a middle-aged black guy walks in, and in the smoothest voice I've ever heard asks me this: "Hey, my man, mind if I use the bathroom?" I respond with, "Absolutely, sir, go right ahead." No less than 10 seconds later, he comes out, and what he told me next will be forever burned into my brain. Yo, my man, someone didn't quite make it. He then just strolled out of the theater. No man could have prepared me for what I saw. It was a crap explosion. The stench hit me so hard I actually started screaming, and I got louder as I noticed the amount of crap all over the place. I called my coworkers over to witness the aftermath of the crap storm, and they too became loud and shocked at what had transpired. At one point, while we were all preparing to assault the scene with cleaning supplies, the perpetrator tried to sneak out of the theater, solid snake style, which was next to impossible because the bathroom was directly opposite the exit. The man's previously pristine white clothing had turned crap yellow/brown, with it trickling down his legs, staining